the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for January 7th, 2025. The life and times of Marilyn Manson will be examined in a new 3-part docuseries set to air on British television station Channel 4 this month. Titled Marilyn Manson Unmasked, the series will air across January 14th, 15th, and 16th. That it will chart the meteoric rise as the self-proclaimed Antichrist superstar to the chilling abuse allegations that have engulfed his career. After a judge warned that they might have something to lose after all, Kiss frontman Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley have settled the wrongful termination lawsuit brought by the band's longtime hairstylist. The band were headed towards a January 22nd trial when lawyers on both sides informed the judge early on Monday that a settlement had been reached. The 2023 lawsuit brought by the plaintiff alleged labor code violations and a retaliatory 2022 termination linked to Matthews' complaint about allegedly unsafe COVID protocols on tour. He felt the dispute presented, quote, very serious risks for both Matthews and the band. Mr. Matthews started working for Kiss back in 1992 as the stylist whose primary job was to apply and style Kiss's stage wigs. Lamb of God frontman Randy Blythe recently announced spoken word and question and answer events to promote his upcoming book, Just Beyond the Light, Making Peace with the Wars Inside Our Head. The book is due out on February 18th via Grand Central Publishing. The book, described by the singer as a tight, concise roadmap of how I have attempted to maintain what I believe to be a proper perspective in life, even during difficult times. Tickets for the dates are available at randyblythe.com, saying in a recent interview that he got an email from an acquaintance who was thinking about bringing their son to an event. He had to reply and tell them, quote, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Alice in Chains vocalist and guitarist Jerry Cantrell recently took part in a fan Q&A for Metal Hammer magazine. When asked about the concept of future collaborations, the idea of working on a project with James Hetfield came up, saying, quote, James and I have talked about it kind of. We never had a formal conversation, but I've jammed with him at Kirk's place. I've even spent a night or two at his house, and we've ended up with guitars in the kitchen and on the porch. It's something I'd be really curious about, even just to write a song with him. As for whether it would turn into something more than that, he's got a pretty demanding day job, so I understand if it never comes to be. The Waterboys have recruited Bruce Springsteen, Fiona Apple, and more for a Dennis Hopper concept album. Frontman Mike Scott says the album is, quote, not just about Dennis, but about the whole strange adventure of being a human soul on planet Earth. The album is set for release 15 years after the death of the 74-year-old actor. The album's first single, Hoppers on Top, will arrive on Friday, January 9th. Sugarfoot, Kathy Valentine of the Go-Go's, and more are also featured on the upcoming project. And the lineup for Boston Calling 2025 has been announced, with headliners Luke Combs, Fall Out Boy, and the Dave Matthews Band. The 3-day festival is held at the Harvard Athletic Complex on Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd through the 25th. The lineup also includes Vampire Weekend, Avril Lavigne, Cage the Elephant, Megan Moroney, Sublime, Sheryl Crow, T-Pain, The Black Crowes, Public Enemy, Remy Wolf, TLC, All Time Low, Goth Babe, James Bay, Tom Morello, The Spin Doctors, and more. Tickets for Boston Calling 2025, including general admission and VIP and platinum passes, will first become available via a pre-sale opening on the festival's website this Wednesday, January 8th, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 239, featuring guitarist Sophie Lloyd, is available now.